Day 3. The cracks begin to show. Tensions started to mount as food and water supplies dwindled. Alan remained level-headed, suggesting they ration their provisions carefully. David pushed for more innovation, trying to create a desalination system, but it wasn't enough to keep everyone satisfied. Billy's singing and joking started to irritate people as frustration grew. His easygoing nature became an annoyance to some of the more pragmatic members, especially Neil, who saw Billy's antics as a distraction from the dire reality they faced. Biffer's constant obsession with NFL statistics began to drive a wedge between him and others, especially John Duncan, who was trying to stay focused on practical survival tactics. Jim, who had been steady up to this point, started showing signs of exhaustion, his energy draining faster than he was used to. The group began to fracture. Some wanted to focus on the immediate task of survival, while others kept slipping into discussions about sports and gambling. It was clear the island wasn't just a test of their physical endurance, it was a test of their mental fortitude. The first major breakdown occurred when John McGinley, dishevelled and irritable, wandered off after a heated argument over food rations. While foraging, he got caught in a snare that was meant for wild boars. The rope tightened, and John struggled to free himself. His final screams echoed across the island, and the group was forced to confront the brutal reality of their situation. The death hit them hard. It wasn't just the loss of a life. It was the realization that they were in a battle against not just the elements, but their own sanity. Paul took to the jungle early in the morning, excited by the challenge the island presented. He began crafting a rudimentary shelter and climbing trees to search for fresh fruit. Confident and calm, he underestimated the island's slick foliage. A branch snapped under his foot. He fell headfirst into a rock crevice. The group found him hours later. His neck had broken instantly. As days passed, each of the survivors became more desperate. Alan took on the mantle of leadership more firmly, though David and Ben were often at odds with his decision.
No, 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 no.
Neil, always restless, suggested they scout for a way off the island, but Alan discouraged him, saying that it was too dangerous to venture into the unknown without better preparation. This disagreement led to a violent confrontation between the two. Neil, in a fit of rage, attacked Alan in a desperate attempt to gain control of the group's direction. In the struggle, Alan was gravely injured and succumbed to his wounds and died. Billy's positivity kept people going. He turned coconut husks into bingo cards and announced imaginary winners. One day, however, a wild boar charged the camp. Billy grabbed a makeshift spear, adrenaline pumping. He impaled the boar, but the weapon snapped, and he tripped backward into the jagged stump. The others tried to stop the bleeding, but he bled out, whispering, "Tell Hibbs I died fighting." That night, after the funeral, Jim swears he sees the outline of a plane. Acting before thinking, he rushes to grab the flare gun to release a signal. Tragically, the gun misfires, sending the missile straight back at Jim, sending him out in a blaze of glory.